Excuse the pajamas and the tumbler glasses. I just woke up and I decided to make this video while the thoughts were still going through my head before I forgot, because it's a really important topic and I haven't said anything about it. So for people who haven't really been aware, there was this whole thing about this advertiser exodus because of the media, like the old mainstream media's attack on YouTube and pulling out advertisers and convincing people to just basically try and get at YouTube and like destroy it, I guess. So a lot of people have been saying that they can't really make videos as much, or they're having problems with it because their livelihoods are being destroyed. And well, this is what I've been seeing just around, like different reactions, and I'd like to kind of respond to them. So firstly, I can see a lot of people who are just saying like, oh boo-hoo, you can't make content anymore and get free money? Wow, that's so bad, and just being really salty about it. So to those people, I would like to say, being a content creator is not easy. And this is coming from someone who isn't doing it for money. I don't monetize my videos. I mean, I have all of the stuff on my channel enabled, but that's just because I wanted to have all the stuff on my channel enabled in case I needed it. I don't actually make money off of this. I do it for passion. And so many people who have big platforms right now have spent about 6 years, 10 years trying to get to where they are today. And all of that, about like 3/4 or half of that, was not monetized at all. They weren't making anything from it, and they probably had another job as well that were actually getting money from to be able to actually fund this passion. As shitty as my videos are, and as weird and stupid as they look, I still put a ton of effort into it. It is actually really hard to try and find time to do this. And it's not just a job, it's a career. People use it because they need this platform to be passionate about what they love so that they can keep doing things in that field. They can make their own careers and keep doing what they need to do to be happy and to make other people happy, to create. So really, I don't get why people are being so negative about the fact that people are panicking that their livelihoods are in danger. And anyway, if it's that easy to just sit on here and make money, as they say, then why don't they do it? Like, if you really think that, why don't you do it? Why don't you put some effort in and you'll just see the results as easy as you think it is? Maybe you're not trying it because you realize that it takes a lot of time to do it. And maybe you're being negative about it is because you're not willing to put in the effort as well. A lot of people don't make it as well. So many people have been doing it for so long and they don't really get anywhere. So it can be a really hard thing to do. I also see the same argument with musicians and people who make entertainment any other way, as if they should somehow not be given money to do what they want as a job. Because it's their job as an entertainer. They do put the hard work in. It's really hard. And then you get the entertainment from that. That's the product of that labor. It's really... I don't really see why there's so much negativity about that. But in moving on to the stuff about just ads in general, I am of the opinion that people kind of just need to sit tight and keep doing what they're doing. Because by panicking about it in a way that isn't really doing anything to try and solve it or to try and help, we're really just showing people that we're really easy to take over and we're really easy to just knock down, and that as soon as money is taken out of it, all of the principles that we have are gone. I'm still making videos anyway, because it's what I'm passionate about doing and I have something that I need to say. So I'm going to be talking about this sort of stuff because it's important, and because I have something to say, and because I'm doing my bit to kind of fight back, but I'm not going to be really taking it as a hit as much. And thankfully that's what a lot of people have been doing. But I think the problem is because people aren't really organized in what they're doing. They're just kind of trying to find different things that they can do to attack back at mainstream media, and it's just really not very well researched, not very well thought out. And I think that it's kind of getting to that point now that more people are talking about it in that kind of way. But really, I think that it should be something that people focus on, just being done in the wrong way. So many people use this platform anyway. So many people use this instead of TV and newspapers. Like, those things are really, they can't really be salvaged in terms of what's happening right now and where people are getting their entertainment and information from. So to kind of just think that this is the end of it all, that everything is going to end, is just really absurd. If anything, what's happening right now is kind of just solidifying the kind of transition between old media, new media, whatever you want to call it, whatever you're focusing on, entertainment or news or anything like that. This is just kind of acknowledging that this is what's happening. And the only thing that anyone can really do is just keep going. Like, the reason that you got on this platform in the first place is because you wanted to communicate a message. You wanted to say something and speak out against something or whatever you wanted to do. There was always that thing that drove you here that wasn't money. Especially other people who haven't monetized their content yet, like me. There's stuff that is keeping you on this platform, like the people that you've met or anything like that. And the best thing that you can do is just to keep making content. To make stuff talking about this, but then to keep making your usual content as well. To kind of show like, hey, I can wait you out. Because a lot of people have made content kind of talking about how Google basically has the resources to wait this out. And that the advertisers and the people in the media are the ones who can't really afford to wait it out because they're the ones who are losing money. They're the ones who need that exposure. So really, I guess it's just a matter of pushing through. I mean, I'm not trying to make a big inspirational video here. Again, I just wanted to get my thoughts out on it. But really, that's what it's kind of turning out to be. Like, if you want to do stuff on YouTube and now that all of this stuff is happening, you decide not to, just do it anyway. Like, it's not gonna hurt if you just put your ideas out there, especially if you wanted to talk about subjects like this. People in this kind of area need all of the voices that they can get, and that would really be helping. Especially with your thoughts as well. It would just be helping you if you've been stuck in this kind of rut where you've just been ranting in your own head because you can't get the thoughts out because of the people around you or because you have nowhere to go for it. Just start putting your thoughts out. Join the genre or community or whatever word that you use. I don't care. The only way to get through it is to keep making content and keep doing this. It takes a lot to make this kind of content, especially because I'm at uni and I hardly have any time, but I make time for it no matter what because it's something that I love doing. It's a passion that I found. And anyone else there who's like that, they will understand. So if people are being negative about it and saying that people are whining about it, they don't know what they're talking about. It's kind of just one of those things that people go through as society changes. Whenever there's like a transition of something, people are always going to riot and cause fights, and there's always going to be a massive problem before the initial transition is actually done. And then everything else just comes afterwards. And this is really what it is, I think. There's always been some sort of initial phase before something finally reaches the capacity of what it can actually do. And I think this platform is just kind of going through that. If not this platform, then other platforms like Minds.com and all of that. And as much as people are saying it, I don't think that we're quite at the point where we need to exodus to somewhere else, like Minds.com. I think we should be all using that platform as well, because it's a good platform. But I still think that this kind of just shows that YouTube still can be used. It's still a good platform. All of the positives outweigh the negatives, even though the negatives suck. I would say that anyone out there who's thinking of doing content, make sure that you have those other content platforms and you have all of your stuff uploaded on them as well and you're engaging with people on them just in case, because YouTube is not solely a thing that you can rely on, honestly, but just keep using it anyway. And that's really all I wanted to say, because people are just panicking so much and we need to really calm down and stop and then think and then keep going, because that's the only thing that's going to help. By complaining about it in a way that shows that you're ready to give up, you're just kind of handing yourself over to the people who want to tear you down. So really, that's it. And I hope that that kind of cleared things up if people wanted to know my particular position on it. And if people are just kind of confused in general, I'll link a couple videos in the description that I found really useful to me in initially forming my own opinion about these things, as well as videos that offer a whole lot of information that you might like to know about what's happening so far. So just check those out and see what you think. I am going to get myself a cup of tea.